So realistically speaking, could you get the same results just training at home if you do it correctly? The truth is, it really does depend. Now, what I explain to a lot of my coaching clients is that some things make sense in theory, and if they are applied correctly, they will have that desired outcome. But theory and practice, when it comes to exercise, usually differ tremendously. Okay, so in theory, could we do time static contraction, isometrics, body weight exercises and get the same results as using, hammer strength Nautilus or MedX equipment? In theory, absolutely. But in practice, most people, from my experience, are going to see better results if they use machines in a gym. Okay, and here's why. As we know, it comes down to the effort in your training. A couple of problems with training at home that I've noticed is a lot of the times people are in the environment that they wind down in. Okay, it's their home where you relax, and it's usually tough to get that huge level of effort and intensity that's required for a good workout. Okay, not only that, a lot of the times if people are training at home, I find that they will procrastinate. If you have your equipment or whatever tools you're going to use to train your body right there, a lot of the times people put it off, put it off, put it off because it's so easily accessible. Okay, and a lot of the times it means people will cut their workout short or just skip them altogether. Conversely, when you go to a gym, there's really just one thing that you can do there, which is exercise. It's very difficult to be distracted by other house chores or TV generally, or other things that you can be doing other than exercising. Another thing about going to the gym is you've got more or less an appointment. You've taken time out of your day to go to a specific place to do a specific thing. Now, from what I've noticed, this helps people stick to a proper training schedule and adhere to it better. It also forces you to, not forces you, but allows you to put more into that activity because you've already taken the time out of your day. You've already driven there. You're already there. You might as well get the best out of it. Okay? And I find that these principles, they don't really carry over to training at home. Another thing that comes to mind is the tools. Okay? Now, if you have, some furniture forklifts for time static contraction and some dumbbells, those are enough tools, if used properly, to get an optimal muscle stimulation. The thing is, a lot of the times, even with these tools, people don't. Okay, training on your own, people generally hold back. They're probably getting 60, 70% of the intensity that they're capable of, which means they're not getting the optimal stimulus. Okay, the tools are fine if you use them correctly. But gym machines are tools that just automatically more intensely allow your muscles to contract, right? So if I'm doing a time static contraction raise and it's kind of up to me psychologically how hard I contract, I find people fall a little short doing that on their own versus I take some dumbbells and literally do a lateral raise. The machine takes away all the other things you need to think about for the most part, like the form, the position, and even which muscles to really focus on, because the machine is designed to load those particular muscles directly if you're using it correctly. So now with the machine, you've only got one thing to worry about: pushing hard. And this allows people to get a more effective stimulus generally. Then when you're using things like free weights or dumbbells at home, you've got other things to think about: balancing and proper path of movement, what your joints are doing to make sure they are doing the correct thing. It's just a lot to worry about. So using, particular equipment at the gym, it takes all that thinking out of it so you can just train harder. And what I find is people who use equipment do train harder. So basically it comes down to this. Can you, in theory, get the same or similar results at home? Yes. Practically speaking, on your own, probably not, unless you're properly coached and instructed how to use these tools. The gym just kind of takes away all that for you. So you're probably going to get better results going to a gym. And this is just based on my observation. I've coached people training at home. I've coached people, going to the gyms. It just seems the machines, they're able to train harder. They're able to get to the gym more consistently, procrastinate less. And when they're there, you really got nothing to do, so you're going to push hard. So if you want to train at home, yeah, great. But I highly recommend you learn how to use these simple tools correctly. You can click the link in the description, join my coaching program, and I will take you through virtual workouts on Zoom, taking you through these exercises and showing you how to do them correctly so you don't, miss out on the gains you could be getting. But if you're an individual that's training on your own without the proper instruction and coaching, just go to a gym, all right? They're about $10 US a month in many cases. In almost every town, they're extremely close. It doesn't matter which gym you go to, so just don't make excuses for not going to the gym because they're always close, they're always cheap. And if you value your results and if you value your time and efficiency, the gym is probably going to be your best option. Okay? So that's my thoughts on home workouts versus gym workouts, the reality of this whole situation. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification icon. You should be notified when I drop more content like this. And if you want to train at home and you want to do it well, I've got people gaining 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 pounds of muscle training at home just with a set of simple tools by teaching them how to use them correctly. Click the link in the description if that interests you. You want to train at home and do it correctly. All right? Don't forget goldenerasystem.com if you want to learn a gym-based high-intensity training program that is straightforward, to the point, and that you can use immediately. Go to goldenerasystem.com, download that HIT program, and go to the gym. See you next time.